Untitled Chapter awaiting orders. Orbital VSAT online.
What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Green here, and today is Tip Thursdays, the day where I bring you my Call of Duty Online multiplayer tips. If you don't know who I am or what I'm about, my name is Mr. Green. I upload video game content all throughout the week. Whatever I find fun and entertaining, I bring to you guys. So if you enjoy, don't forget to show your support, leave a comment down below discussing today's topic or tip, and subscribe for more future episodes. Today, we are talking about the M27, as you can see in the title, and my favorite creative class setups for this gun. I'm going to show you two creative class setups that I use in two separate gameplays, and why I use these setups, why they are very awesome, and why you should use them. Overall, the M27 is one of my favorite guns in the game. It's probably one of the most underused assault rifles in the game, kind of underrated. Not a whole lot of people use it, but it has amazing accuracy, super low recoil, great iron sights, and there's a lot of attachments on this assault rifle that you don't need, that you need on a lot of other assault rifles. So sit back and relax, and I'm going to show you my creative classes for this weapon. The first creative class I'm going to show you guys is going to be popping up on the top right hand corner of your screen right about now, and let's get to it. What am I using? I'm using the M27 with stock and fast mag. Those are the two attachments I'm using. I use stock simply because it helps you move around while aiming down sights, and since this gun doesn't do as much damage as other assault rifles in its class, you're going to want to be able to move around, stray from side to side, and not get hit as much. So stock is very, very important. The other attachments that I highly recommend is fast mag. Fast mag, of course, helps you reload quicker, and it's just essential on all assault rifles, especially with this weapon, because M27 doesn't do as much damage as the other assault rifles, so you're going to be pumping out more bullets to kill your enemy. While it is very accurate, you're still going to be pumping out more bullets than normal, so I highly, highly recommend fast mag. Moving on to the perks, the first perk that we have in your perk 1 category is hardline. This is, of course, used to help you achieve your score streaks faster, and it's extremely important. I use it almost on every single one of my classes unless I'm playing something like Team Deathmatch. In perk 2, we have two perks. So you're going to have to spend a wild card for having two perks in the second slot. You're going to be using Scavenger and Toughness. Scavenger you're going to need because this gun runs through bullets and ammo very, very quickly due to its low damage. So Scavenger is a must, and also Toughness, because since it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, you're going to want to make sure every bullet counts, so you don't want to be getting view kicked by the enemy. Toughness is highly essential and very, very important for this weapon. Moving on to the third perk category, we have Tack Mask, which I use exclusively on every class. There's no exclusively about it. I use it on pretty much every class. So Tack Mask just helps you, of course, not get hit by those stupid stun grenades and shock charges that are everywhere. And the second perk I have in that category is Dexterity. This helps you bring up the gun faster. Again, for the M27, it doesn't do as much damage as other assault rifles in its class, so you're going to want to get up the gun faster, you're going to want to move around faster with it, you're going to want to make sure every bullet counts. So Toughness, Dexterity, and Stock are three things that are vital for this gun. So that's my first class, and overall it's a very, very, very useful class when you're not wanting to use a silencer, when you don't feel the need for a silencer if the enemy team isn't that good, they're not usually looking at their radar. I tend to only use silencers against teams that actually have somewhat skill. They look at their radar quite often, and those teams are hard. It's a competitive game. So this match, I didn't feel the need for it, so this is a perfect class to use if you're not a silencer fan. This is the go-to class for the M27 for myself, and it's just an awesome gun and an awesome class. So I hope you guys enjoyed this class. Let's move on to the next class in the next set of gameplay. Okay guys, moving on to the next gameplay. As you can tell, this is the same map, Downhill, one of my favorite maps, but it's hardpoint instead of kill confirmed like last time, and I have a different class for you guys. The class will be popping up in the right hand corner of your screen right about now, and let's get to it. This is my silencer class for the M27. I usually have a silencer class for every one of my favorite guns that I like, and this is the one I use for the M27. How a silencer comes in handy is for game types like hardpoint. You're going into the hardpoint, you have to capture an objective. You don't want the enemy to know exactly where you are all of the time. If you don't know, when you don't use a silencer, you show up on the radar. So using a silencer can help you take that hardpoint without the enemy knowing your exact location. So let's get down to my exact perks and attachments that I used. I used stock and fast mag for the same exact reasons as I stated in the last gameplay, the last class, and I use the silencer for the reason I just stated. I use it so I can get behind enemy lines. Hopefully they don't know where I am, and I can kind of get the jump on the enemy. And the silencer is great for those objective gameplay guys. Trust me on that. So you have to use primary gunfighter to do this, which means I had to lose a perk. So which perk did I give up? I gave up dexterity. The reason I gave up dexterity is because hopefully with the silencer I am able to get the jump on most of my enemies. I won't have to face too many battles head on because I'm trying to sneak around. I'm trying to flank the enemy get behind them to where they don't know where I am, like you're seeing here, and completely obliterating them from behind and from the side, from their flanks and whatnot. So that's why I got rid of dexterity. I had to get rid of a perk because I had primary gunfighter, and dexterity seemed like the most logical choice. Now, you say I may not have to use primary gunfighter, but that would mean I would have to get rid of fast mag or stock, and in this case, I like to have both, especially when you're putting a silencer on a weapon. It decreases the damage it does at range. Since I'm using an assault rifle, a lot of my kills are going to be at range, especially on a map like Downhill. So fast mag wouldn't have been ideal to get rid of, and I have to have stock on the M27. Dodging bullets is awesome. I'm a running gunner even when I'm using an assault rifle, so I had to use primary gunfighter. It's one of my favorite wild cards to use for assault rifles. So there you have it. Those are my two creative class setups, my favorite creative class setups for the M27. I really hope you guys start using this weapon, as it's pretty underused and overall one of the best assault rifles in my opinion. If you don't agree with these creative class setups, or you have your creative class a creative class setup of your own that you like better, list it in the comment section down below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys over your favorite creative class setups, as there's no simple one right way to do this. These are just my two favorites that have worked for me, and I would love to get in a discussion with you guys over what are your favorites, what works for you. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to show your support and hit that like button. I really do appreciate it.